And good Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome to week 8 of the NFL and fantasy season. My name's John. I'm here solo this week. Sean is away. He'll be back next week with me. Um, we had a wild one on Thursday night. We had Green Bay and Arizona. Came down to the end there. So hopefully we'll get some more of that good action here today. We got the Panthers and Falcons, Bengals, Jets. I know the Jets are wearing their all black uniforms. I'm hoping the Bengals will wear their orange to go with the Halloween theme. We got the Rams at Houston, Miami at Buffalo, Philadelphia at Detroit, Pittsburgh at Cleveland, San Francisco at Chicago, Tennessee at Indianapolis. Nice division matchup there. Jacksonville at Seattle. How will Geno Smith do there in Seattle? We got New England going to Los Angeles to face the Chargers. Tampa Bay against the Saints in the 4:30 game, and Washington and Denver. And ending tonight's games is Dallas going into Minnesota, and then ending week 8 we have the Giants heading into Kansas City. So Payo time. Good morning. Great day to be alive. Every day is a great day to be alive. Thanks for tuning in. I did send you a DM on Twitter if you wanted to check that out real quick. What else we got? Football fun day. Yes, sir. Good luck to your Rams today. And hoping the Rams play well. Yeah, I'll be tuning in to your live stream for that. I'll have the Jet game on the TV, but I'll have you playing on the computer here. Your chat's always interactive and some great content going on over on your channel. So thanks for tuning in. But wanted to just jump into some positions here today. Let's do this. If you guys have any questions, I can do a comparison. Let me see. I got the quarterbacks up on the screen. We got Josh Allen as our number 1 projected quarterback this week going up against the Dolphins. He is number 7 on the year, but he has his bye week. So definitely he's definitely a top 5 quarterback going up against Miami, who's 28th against quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes on Monday night going up against the Giants. Matthew Stafford going up against Houston. Should be a good game for the Rams there. Should be an easy win. But I had Kyler Murray from Thursday night, excuse me, and that was a crazy game. I'm actually surprised Green Bay not only won that game. I actually thought Arizona would blow them out. But then we have Jalen Hurts. I know there's talk in Philadelphia about Jalen Hurts getting benched. I don't know why. He's one of the top fantasy player. I know when it comes to real football, you don't worry about fantasy, but he's scoring touchdowns, throwing for lots of yards. So I don't know what the problem is there in Philadelphia. But then we have Kirk Cousins going up against Dallas tonight in the Sunday night game. Tom Brady, tough matchup going up against the Saints. The Saints are ranked number 3 against fantasy quarterbacks, so should be a good matchup there. Joe Burrow going up against the Jets. I don't see any way the Jets stay in this game. Not having Zach Wilson. I know he's not having a great season, but it just throws everything off. Mike White getting the start there in New York. Daniel Jones going up against Kansas City on the Monday night game. Kansas City's ranked 31st, and if for some reason you have somebody that's on a bye, I know there's only a couple teams on a bye this week. I think it's Baltimore and Vegas. So if you need a quarterback, Jones is only owned in 41.6% of leagues, going up against, like I said, the worst, the second to worst ranked fantasy defense. So definitely add him if you need to throw somebody in there real quick. Let's jump over to running backs real quick. Running backs, I got Derrick Henry as the number 1 running back this week. Actually, I tweeted something out yesterday. Let me see if I can find it here. I know it's only 7 games in, but Henry is on pace to break Eric Dickerson's record of, let's get rid of that so you guys can see it. He is on pace after only 7 games to break Eric Dickerson's record of 2,105 yards. He's at 2,000 projection of 2,110 yards. But there's always that chance. I know people will say, "Well, he's playing in one more game," but when Dickerson did it, he actually played in 2 more games. It went from 14 to 16. Then, got a guest coming on here. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hello, Time. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on, John. I was watching your show, and then I didn't. I'm really bad at checking social media, especially on a Sunday morning. And yes, I saw you're on and giving some hot take fantasy advice. And I thought I'd come on and get some wisdom while I'm still checking my lineups to decide who I'm going to play this Sunday.
Yeah, once again, thanks for coming on. You are fastly becoming one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Oh, thank you.
Your content is great. You're very informed, and especially during the games, your chat is the chat going in the live stream is very energetic. And I know Cooper Cup's having a great year, but you guys, everybody in your chat absolutely loves Cooper Cup.
Oh yeah, no, we're the Ramley is loving the Cup today, and part of it is we all knew Cooper Cup was a good player. No one, not even the biggest Rams fan in the world, would have said, 7 weeks into the season, Cooper Cup would be the number 1 receiver in all of football in touchdowns and yards and receptions.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me bring that up. Why don't you talk a little bit about today's matchup? Who do you got today?
For the Texans, the Rams and Texans?
Yeah, yep.
Well, like, who am I playing in my fantasy team for them?
No, just what do you think of the matchup against the Texans?
I think, on paper, the Rams should run away with this. I am really excited. One of the matchups that's like the game within the game that you would only know if you're a Rams fan is we traded away Brandon Cooks. He's a former Ram. Now he's the leading wide receiver for the Texans and probably the only fantasy relevant player on the Texans, really. We traded him away for a 2nd round pick. And that 2nd round pick ended up being Rams' current wide receiver, Van Jefferson. And so there's kind of this thing is like, you know what? Van Jefferson's off to a pretty decent start to the season. Maybe it's kind of maybe this could be a game Van Jefferson has a bit of a breakout performance.
Yeah. The matchup, I watched your live stream last week against Detroit. I was surprised Detroit was able to stay in it. I know they pulled off some trick plays. When you talk about last week's matchup?
Yeah, the Lions, they definitely pulled some trick plays over on the Rams. Most frustrating for me was the 2nd fake punt they pulled off. Not because they completely out schemed, but the Rams only had 10 players on the field, which in the NFL, you just can't do that. Like, you cannot. Like, that's just such a mental error. And so I'm not sure who was supposed to be on, the field at the time, but we're hoping that that's something that gets cleaned up today and that the Rams will be able to, put this game away early. And I'm hoping it's going to be a fun time. Thank you for giving the plug to my watch party. We do have, I'm trying a new feature today. There's an app called the Colorcast app. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I encourage you, check it out. It's a new social media platform specifically for sports fans. It's audio only, but I'm using it as like a call-in feature to my watch party. And so I'm doing a dual cast to the Colorcast app and also YouTube. And I'm trying it out. I don't know if it's going to work, but hopefully it will. And it seems like it's going to be a fun time.
Now, is ColorCast, is it only mobile, or is there a desktop version
It,
too? Or
it's only mobile. They're a startup based out of Texas, I believe, and they're pretty new, but you can tell like they're definitely picking up steam, and yeah, it's definitely something you might want to look into, especially like if you wanted to add it to like starting a fantasy show on their app. They're definitely there's be an opportunity for you to do that probably.
yeah, thanks. I'll definitely check that out after the stream here. How's your fantasy team looking?
Well, do you want me to share my screen with you?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that, but go ahead, and I'll see if I can figure that out.
Yep. I'll so I have to keep in mind, so I play in a bunch of different fantasy leagues, but I'll my one this is the most complex league I play in. It's called Funnest League Ever. And we have a lot of different rules, so I'll let's see here. There we are, my team. All right, is it appearing on your screen?
Yeah. Yep. Let me add it to the stream.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There we go.
So, as you can see, so we have very large rosters. It's a 2-quarterback league with a super flex option.
Super flex meaning any position, or just you can use a quarterback, defense, kicker, anything.
You can. It's quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end, I guess I should say. But so potentially you're pretty much playing 3 quarterbacks each week. Running back, I have Joe Henderson, Chuba Hubbard, Cooper Kupp, of course, Michael Pittman, Justin Jefferson, and then I'm debating between. I talked about this on your Thursday stream. I'm debating between Tyler Higbee and I do have Dallas Goedert on my bench. I know I'm playing Kyle Pitts,
right,
and as my second tight end. And then I have Dalvin Cook as my other running back playing later today. And then for defenses or for kickers, I have Chase McLaughlin and Matt Gay. Defenses have great matchups today. The Bengals taking on the Jets and the Rams taking on the Texans. And then my defensive players. I know you don't talk a lot about IDP fantasy, but they can add some spice to a fantasy league. And so I have Aaron Donald playing today. Kenny Clark did not do well for me on Thursday. And then I won't go through them all, but yeah.
Wow, man, that's a big roster and lots of active players every week. So let's see, we got a comment here. Zachary, Kenneth Gainwell or Emmanuel Sanders?
Here, I'll stop sharing my screen.
No, that's fine. So let me go back to mine. Payo time. What time are you going live today?
I can probably stay on for another 10 minutes or so.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Just let me know when you have to go.
Yeah, no worries. But that's a tough choice there.
Yeah, let me go over to her.
And Sanders. Yeah, Zachary, I'm sorry. That's your choice for your flex today. Do you go Gainwell with Sanders out? Miles Sanders out?
Yeah, I don't. I do like Gainwell. I like Gainwell coming out of college. I know it's a tough matchup. I don't. Why is this?
Who's Emmanuel Sanders playing?
That's on. It's not letting me get to that screen here. Let's see here. Sorry about this, everyone.
Oh, no worries. I'll talk about while we're waiting for that. I'm thinking. So the thing about Kenneth Gainwell is he's the running back for the Eagles, which has Jalen Hurts, which is really frustrating. If not that Jalen Hurts isn't a good fantasy quarterback, but he takes away a lot of those goal line carries that would be a touchdown. So you just don't know what Kenneth Gainwell's talent level commands, considering he's been back up to Miles Sanders. So I don't know. That's a tough choice. I'm not sure if you have the numbers ready.
Yeah, I have Gainwell at projected 10.6 points this week, going up against the number 28th ranked defense. Let me pull up Sanders here. I have Sanders at 14 points. Oh, for Buffalo going up against Miami. Miami's 30th against against fantasy wide receivers. I would actually start Sanders this week. If let's see, Sanders for flex PPR, absolutely. I think Sanders can have a big game today. I don't know what's up with Diggs. I know Diggs isn't having that great of a year, but Buffalo's scoring tons of points. But I'm not sure on what's up with Diggs.
Well, I think some of that has to do with the emergence of the Buffalo's run game. If not that it's like the best in the league, but Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, they've definitely taken step forwards as running backs this year, which last year that was always kind of a knock on Buffalo that they struggled in the run game, where this year you also have Dawson Knox. Now, I know he's out today, but he's taken step forward. So it's not that I think that Diggs is doing so bad. I just think their team as a whole has gotten better and there's more mouths to feed.
Gotcha. So, Zachary, thanks for the question.
Mm-hmm. Good luck today, Zachary.
Yeah, good luck. Any other game? I know you have the Rams game at 1:00, but any of the 4:00 games you're interested or?
Yeah, actually, so I something that I'm interested in this. A game that I think is really hard to figure out is the Chargers and Patriots game. I do have Justin Herbert in it. In another league, I have Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
But what are your thoughts on? Are there any Pats players that you're playing in this game?
I don't have any Pats players. As a Jets fan, I refuse to draft any Patriot players.
Fair.
But I do have Herbert as my fantasy quarterback. So I think he's so far. He's averaging like 300 yards a game. So but Belichick, you never know what Belichick's going to come up with on a defensive scheme. So I know they're struggling this year. Now they looked really good last week against the Jets, but I actually expect the Chargers to win this game.
Okay, yeah, no, I would agree with that, and I also think that Brandon Staley as their head coach is no slouch on defense, and that Chargers secondary is real. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I would love to. I never complain when the Patriots lose.
Yeah, most of America never complains either. So
yeah, I've lost 2 Super Bowls to them.
Oh yeah. What's watching your streams? Are you from Canada?
I am from Canada. Yeah.
Where about in Canada?
Just about an hour south of Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's see. No more questions yet in the chat. So let's keep going here. Do you have any questions besides Goddard and Higbee for your fantasy lineup today?
I guess my only other one that I'm kind of thinking about is I do have Jimmy G or Ryan Tannehill.
I do have Tannehill. Tannehill right here is going up, projected for 20.4 points, going up against the 22nd ranked fantasy defense. And who? Jimmy G, you said?
Yeah.
Let's see where I have him on the list here.
Like the Bears, you think it's a nice matchup?
Down there, yeah. Well, Bears are tough. They're 13 against fantasy quarterbacks. I have him at 16 points, 230 yards, where I have Tannehill at 254 yards. More likely to get 2 touchdowns to Jimmy G's 1.
Okay.
So I like Tannehill in that matchup, going up against a little bit easier defense as well. Tannehill averages 17.2 points a week, where Jimmy G averages a little over 13. So,
okay, yeah. See, I made the mistake of drafting Jimmy G, and because I play in a league that quarterbacks, you're potentially playing 3 a week. Mm-hmm. I've also have to stash Trey Lance all year, so it's been taking up a roster spot on my bench, which is really annoying. I thought Lance would be in by now, but the 49ers seem to keep up these shenanigans with Shanahan, and we won't know until they declared Trey Lance the official starter.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised when they drafted Lance. I didn't expect Jimmy G to be on the team. I thought they would have traded him before the season started.
And to be honest, it might be the downfall of Kyle Shanahan, but who knows?
So let's add this back to the stream. So, yeah. What's your record in fantasy? Do you guys do records, or is it just points based?
So we do records, but in that league I was telling you about, we have a unique system where, so it's a 7-team league, and if you finish top 4, you get a win that week. If you finish bottom 3, you get a loss that week.
Oh, gotcha.
So you're competing against everybody every week.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so you're not just going up against one team. You're not going up against just one team.
Yeah. There's also a you get bonus points if you trade players. So if you trade away a player that's ranked in the top 10, you get a bonus 20 points for that week's score.
Oh wow.
And so it's like incentives for like blockbuster trades.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's really annoying because like your team might score better, but if another team pulled off a trade during that week, or right up to the game, then that trade can push them over the hump. And we've had so many upsets because of the trade rules, and it's a lot of fun.
I mean, that could be good and bad. I mean, then you could get a couple guys collaborating each week to trade players back and forth. I don't know if there's a rule against that, but
we actually have a collusion accountability system. And if anyone accuses someone of collusion, which it has been done before, we have a very active group chat, and we can as we normally don't like to play with veto trades. And most of the guys are all pretty good, and they're all good guys that don't do that. But if there was collusion by mistake, we have that conversation. Yeah,
gotcha.
But it's a competitive league, though. I think like between first place and last place, it's only a 2-game difference, and like most people are within 1 game of first place. Like it's pretty even. Yeah.
Now, will you do that throughout all 17 weeks, or is there a cutoff and then you do like a playoff?
Yeah. So our season goes till week 14 is the end, and then I think no, week 13 is the end, and then 14, 15, and 16 are our playoffs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So let's jump back over to the schedule here. But I know you talked about New England, and I keep wanting to say San Diego. I know they're not in San Diego anymore, but the Chargers. I'm actually looking forward to Tampa Bay and the Saints.
Yeah.
See how the Saints defense is really good.
Yeah.
See how they can match up against Tom Brady in that game there. And my co-host Sean, he's away this week, but he's a Vikings fan. So I know he's really looking forward to the Sunday night game. I'll be texting back and forth with him during the game. But anything else you want to add?
No, I just want to say I really appreciate your content. Anyone watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz. And best place to get your fantasy football hot takes and advice. Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports.
Payo time. Thank you very much. I'll be over in your stream when you're during. You guys are at 1:00, right?
Yeah, I'll go live a little bit beforehand, but yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Thanks for joining me.
Blessings on you, and good luck to your Jets today. Maybe they can shock the world and beat the Bengals.
All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah. So that was Payo time. If you're a Rams fan, get over to his channel. I did not put the link in the description. I will add that afterwards, and I'll tweet it out. He's trying something new there with a new app called, I believe he said it was called Colorcast. So we'll definitely want to take a look at that. I think we're going to wrap it up this week. So thanks for tuning in. Once again, we'll be live Thursday night at 7 p.m. talking about the Jets. I believe it's Jets Colts this Thursday. So be sure to tune in then. You can follow us on Twitter at PA Fantasy Sports, and please like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more content like this. And guys, remember to check your fantasy lineups. And good luck to your teams today. And we will see you Thursday night.